Hi guys, so in a perfect example of buyer's remorse, a sort of buyer's remorse, we have this news from The Independent. It says here that the Brexit deal for Northern Ireland is an unmitigated disaster and it should be suspended. And this is according to the Democratic Unionist Party. Now, you have to remember that the Democratic Unionist Party voted for Brexit. And now they're complaining about the consequences of Brexit. Now, the reason the Democratic Unionist Party voted for Brexit is because they hate the European Union more than they love the union with the UK. They believed Brexit would deliver some sort of utopia. I don't know what they expected, but if they actually had understood what Brexit was going to be, I understand that many people didn't understand what Brexit was going to be, but the situation they had was pretty good. They were part of the UK, and that wasn't going to change. What Brexit is going to do is it's going to push Northern Ireland closer and closer to the Republic of Ireland, because Northern Ireland is closer aligned with the European Union than the rest of the UK. Now, at a hearing on the Commons Northern Ireland Committee on Wednesday, MPs heard evidence from hauliers and retailers about the problems the new arrangements are going to cause and how they can be compared to EU membership. Now, Ian Paisley Jr., he's an MP for the DUP. He's also the community's spokesperson, and he sits on this committee. And he said, and I quote, "They've basically told us that the protocol and its workings on day 6 is an unmitigated disaster." He went on to say, "That's one of the reasons I was against it, because I think a blind man on a galloping horse could have told you that it was going to be an unmitigated disaster." Now, as I've said before, Ian Paisley Jr. voted for Brexit. He campaigned for Brexit. And he expected Boris Johnson to deliver a Brexit that would be good for the DUP. And I've said on numerous occasions, Boris Johnson and the Brexiteers don't care about Northern Ireland. They care about Brexit. Now the DUP have realised that they've been sold down the river by the Brexiteers, and Northern Ireland is getting closer and closer to the Republic of Ireland because Northern Ireland is a special case at the moment, and is more aligned with the European Union. And over time, it's gradually going to become more and more aligned with the Republic of Ireland, something that the DUP in particular don't want. So Mr. Paisley went on to argue that the UK should invoke Article 16 of this agreement, which allows for its suspension in the case of serious economic, social or trade disruption that is likely to persist. Conservative MP Simon Hoare, who chairs this committee, described the suggestion as slightly eccentric. And no business group giving evidence at the committee suggested an endorsement that the Northern Ireland Protocol should be suspended. Because what is the alternative to this? If you suspend the Northern Ireland Protocol, you go back to what? Nothing. You go to a no-deal Brexit, in a sense. And that would be much worse. But the DUP have hucked their cart to Brexit, not understanding what Brexit is, not understanding the negative consequences of Brexit, and they are so blinded by their hatred of the European Union that they have sold themselves, the people of Northern Ireland in the Unionist community who wanted to remain much more close aligned with the UK, down the river. And now they're complaining that Brexit is not working out the way they wanted. They didn't understand Brexit. They didn't understand what they wanted from Brexit, but they still believed that they could salvage something good from it. They wanted perhaps a border in the island of Ireland, but that would have been in breach of the Good Friday Agreement. But of course, they didn't sign up to the Good Friday Agreement. They were anti the Good Friday Agreement, anti-peace in a sense. They were never fully on board with the peace process. They are ideologues. they don't care about being pragmatic or even caring about peace in Northern Ireland. It's all about protecting their position, which is getting smaller and smaller and more extreme. Let me know in the comments section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?